Hello everyone. This is about day 3 Python challenge, and today I am covering the topics like list, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. And the challenge is to create an inventory system tracking items and quantities with a dictionary. So when I talk about lists, so lists is indexed like 0, 1, 2, 3 up to the last index of the list. Like suppose here I have 8 items in my list, so I can call the first one as 0th index and the last one as 7th index. And in the same way I can have negative indexing as well. The last index will be called as minus 1th index, and then it will follow by -2, -3. And a list can be a heterogeneous one. It can contain int values, float values, string and boolean values as well. And it could be mutable. It can be modified. We can add any value to the list and remove anything from it. And it can contain duplicate values as well. Okay. Now let's look at some examples. So here I have a list with the skills required for a data analyst career. So if I load it, I have my Excel, Power BI, Python, SQL, communications and presentation skills as a list items. Okay, so if I want to know the length of the list, then I can use len function. If I do that, if I run that cell, then I'll get the output as 6. So here I have a total 6 items in my list, and if I want to access any particular index, if I use any particular index, then I will get the item which is associated with that index. Okay, and if I change it to 2, then I will get the value item which is associated with the second index. And then if I want to access any particular if I want to know the index of any particular item which exists in the list, then I can use the dot index function, that is list dot index, and then I have to mention the item, then I will get the index number here. Okay, and then if I want to get the index of the item communication, then it will be 4th. So here I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have communication in the 4th index. Yeah, and if I want to check if any particular item exists in the list or not, then I can use in operator. So here I get true value, that means it exists in the list. And if I want to check for any other item, yeah, here I don't have a visualization in my list, so I am getting it as false. Okay, now we go for slicing. If I want to get any particular a part of a list, then I can use this way of I can use it from 0 to 2. If I do that, then I'll get the items which are on 0th index and the 1st index by ignoring the last index, because that is how it is built. And okay, and if I do it, and if I don't mention anything at the beginning, then I will get all the so that means it will be considering all the indexes from the beginning. Okay, and if I do it from 2 to 6, I get the items which are in the index 2 till 5. As I told before, we have to ignore the last value. Now if we go for append function, if I want to add any particular value at the last, then I have to use the append function to add my value at the last. Then the value will be added at the last index of the list. Okay, here you can see it is added at the last. And if I want to insert any particular value or item at a particular index, so here I am inserting the domain knowledge at the second index. You can see the output that it will be added to the second index. Okay, suppose consider I have two lists, one is list 1 and list 2. Let me run them. And yeah, so if I want to remove any particular value from any particular list, then I can use my remove function. In this way I can remove that particular item from the list. And if I want to try for reversing a list, then I can use the reverse function. Okay, in the same way I can sort a list by using a sort function. So here it will be sorted in an alphabetical manner. And here in this example I have my list as num 1 2 3 4 5, and I can perform other operations from this, like I would say I can use my minimum of num. I'll get the minimum number. If I do the maximum number, I'll get the maximum value of the list. And if I do the sum, then I will get the total value of the list. All the elements of the list will be added. Now let's go for tuples. So a tuple is also indexed, and it could be heterogeneous, but it is immutable. We can't modify it, we can't add any value, and we can't remove any item from a tuple. And a tuple can have duplicate values. Now let's look at some examples. If I run this, okay, I get all the values of the tuple. And in the same way, like the list, I can access to different tuple elements using 0th index and second index, using index value. And we can remove any value, we can remove the last value of the tuple using a pop function. Okay, now let's look at set. Yeah, I have my second set as subject to. Okay, if I want to perform operations between them, like intersection, then I get this value which are common between both the sets. And if I perform operation like difference, then I get the items which are not common in both of them. Okay, and if I want to perform a union function, then I'll get all the elements which exist in both the sets. Okay, now let's go to dictionaries. Suppose I have a dictionary. Let's look at the explanation. So a dictionary is ordered, and a dictionary is also a non-homogeneous data structure that stores key value pairs. Dictionaries doesn't allow duplicate keys. A dictionary is mutable and its keys are not duplicated. Here I have a dictionary with the key value pair. So let me run it here. If I want to access any particular value of that dictionary using a key value, I can do it with this way. And as this is the way I am. If I want to add any value with a key, then I can use dict D369. This way I will be able to add a new value to the dictionary using key. Okay, if I want to print all of them, then I can use a for loop, like for key in dict, print key and then values. And another way, so this is another way of printing these same values but in another way. Here I have used key in dict, and here I have used a statement like key and v in dict dot items. Okay, these are just two different ways of printing a dictionary value. And here I have if I want to check if a particular item exists in a dictionary or not, then I use the value a I mean in operator. Okay, now let's go for the challenge. Here the challenge is to create an inventory system tracking I'm sorry, here the challenge is to create an inventory system tracking items and quantities with a dictionary. Okay, so here I have my inventory. Let me run it. Here the keys are apple, bananas and oranges with the value 10, 5, 8. So these 10, 5, 8 represent the quantities of apple, banana and orange respectively. Okay, and if I want to display that, I am using a for loop to display the values. Okay, so here the initial inventory is apple 10, banana 5 and orange 8, and I want to add a few more quantities to the same dictionary. So here I am adding 3 apples, and I am removing 2 bananas, and I am adding 12 oranges. Let me get the updated quantities and the dictionary value. Yeah, okay, and if I want to add a new item to the dictionary, I can do that. And if I delete a key value pair from the dictionary, if I want to do that, I can use the del function. And if I want to print all of them, I can use a for loop item quantity in inventory dot items. Okay, this way. And yeah, this is the updated inventory that we get after adding and removing the key value pairs from the dictionary. Okay, and if I want to check any specific item quantity, then I can do it using this way. Okay, so this is how we perform different operations using lists, dictionaries, sets and tuples. And yeah, so if you have any doubts or anything regarding my presentation, you can ask me at any time, and you can share your feedback below. Okay, thank you so much for your time and have a good day ahead.